I'm ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back
to the 2 a.m. podcast,
Episode
43.
Yes, sir. And if you guys haven't noticed, we're on video.
We got digital now.
Yes,
We have been
We're
digitized.
going to be more active on YouTube, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to kick YouTube's ass with our
We're
digitizing.
going to annihilate the algorithms.
Yeah, so Wayfair. No. What if we just jump right into Dude.
Child sex
That's going to get us
trafficking.
demonetized real quick.
Oh, shoot.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, no, of course.
Well, it's a conspiracy at this point.
Well, also, it's a controversial story, so, like,
yeah.
I would imagine so.
It's a conspiracy.
I mean,
I don't
fuck
know.
it. We mentioned it. Might as well jump in.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude.
Dive head in.
Okay,
You guys know more about it than I do, so why don't you bring me up to speed?
Okay, so there's this conspiracy that's been going around online saying that, well, there's screenshots, obviously, but there's that Wayfair is selling cabinets for absurd prices, man. Like,
Not just cabinets.
much?
Cabinets, pillows, all sorts of stuff.
really?
Yep.
Well,
There was
like-
a pillow, I believe, that was going for $30,000.
A pillow.
A fucking
Bro,
pillow.
Drake wouldn't even pay that.
Yeah, dude.
Homeboy paid for like a $480,000 bed. It looks like a Louis Vuitton trunk. He wouldn't pay for that single pillow.
That's
This
very
pillow
true.
out of my face.
But here's the funny thing. They're listed at absurd prices, and for things that are just very like they should not be priced at that point, like a table, a pillow,
Mm-hmm.
some sheets.
Well, from the pictures you showed me,
They're mostly cabinets
Like,
and
you
like
can-
storage units.
like you could buy a table that's 30 grand for sure.
Yeah,
If it's made by the right like woodworker or like architect or whatever, whoever made it, right? You could I
Exactly.
could theoretically see a table going for 30 grand. But the pictures that I've seen, it's like an IKEA table.
It's the most basic
yeah, yeah.
ass cabinet.
it's just like it has 3 shelves or like 3 like cubbies you can call them.
Yeah.
That's it. And
You know what
think-
Wayfair's their counterpoint to that was?
what?
These are just industrialized high-end cabinets.
Huh?
But the pictures were so shitty. Like they give you
Yeah.
one picture.
Well, it's hard to tell quality in a freaking picture, dude. Like you've been to like Restoration Hardware. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, there's a $30,000 rug, but then you can go up there, smell it, touch it, you know?
Also, like, I'm gonna be real secret about Restoration Hardware personally.
Yeah.
Some of their stuff ain't that great.
No.
No disrespect to Restoration Hardware, but like
See?
if you look in the cracks and the crevices of certain things.
Yeah.
For example, like there was this headboard that I saw. It's just like leather just stapled on, and the staples are falling off, and like these like little decorative brass button things that they
creme
had
de la
lying
creme.
around the outside were
Eh.
like kind of shaky and falling off.
Trying to be detailed.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
diss Restoration Hardware, but I'm
No,
just
but I like that
saying.
you said some of their stuff.
Yeah, some.
Yeah, some.
But I mean, then again, that's everything.
that's everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Now we have to start off by saying that this is, can we call it a conspiracy theory?
Yes, I would call it a conspiracy.
It's not
Because
confirmed.
nothing is confirmed.
Nothing's confirmed.
So it's just an idea that's being circled around by people on Reddit. NBC. I was gonna say NBC. No.
Wait, but isn't it? I thought it was like a thing. I didn't know it was a conspiracy theory. Like I've seen at least what seemed to be
Well-
photographic evidence of like, for example, there was this one girl who had went missing, and then
Yeah.
somebody made
Yeah.
like an Instagram profile page for her with her name in it, or like a fake name, and then you went over to Wayfair,
Yeah.
and then you saw the cabinet like with her exact name was the first thing that was listed.
Yeah. Well,
the names are a big problem because, okay, they're naming it like Aaliyah cabinet or
Yeah.
something set.
Yaritza storage, and you're like storage unit, and you're like
These are
what?
real names.
Yeah. So you look it up, and I mean, it's kind of shady that they're all little kids, right? Every
Are
single
they?
name, yeah, that you search up
Jesus.
is a kid that happened to go missing.
Not just that. You know
Happened
what's
to-
fucking weird? On the you know how they have the backgrounds, they have the little accessories, like
Mhm.
they put a cabinet, they put books in a bookshelf and all that.
Yeah.
One of the books is called Bloody Harvest. Do you know what that book is about?
No.
Trafficking?
Organ harvesting.
Oh shit.
Why the fuck would they put that
Yeah.
in a basic ass product picture?
It's too close.
Well,
it's too close. dude.
Guys on the black market, they've got a type of genre that they like to read. They need to brush up on. That's all they have for prompts.
Also, there was a picture, and this is all photoshopped into the actual the picture description. It says Haitian friends on a picture thing. And what is Haiti most known for? So it's one of the biggest places for child sex
Yeah.
trafficking.
Jesus.
Well,
There's just too many coincidences.
Yeah. Let me just go back real quick and just explain it furthermore.
Yeah.
So these cabinets, they're saying that they are doing sex trafficking and child trafficking through them, which is why they sell for absurd prices. Yeah, nothing else is missing other than that. So people are saying that it hits too close. Like the coincidence is way too close for it to not be happening. And they're saying that Wayfair is being very shady, and they have an Amazon front store as well. So remember what I said yesterday?
Yeah,
I said, what if Bezos is
Mr.
about to be the
Bezos.
first trillionaire because part of his money is he's making from Wayfair. That'd be funny.
Well,
Jesus.
that's what
I
I
don't
was
think
trying to
that's-
that's what I
yeah.
was trying to ask you yesterday. Is
Yeah.
Wayfair like a virtual storefront like Amazon? Like, so for instance, name just any company that sells something.
Costco.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah, it's pretty vague.
Okay, let's go with Converse, right? They
Yeah.
have or Nike. They have a page on Amazon that you can go buy all their stuff from, right?
Yeah.
So is Wayfair like a place where theoretically if Nike made furniture, could they set up shop in there? Or is it all just Wayfair products?
No, it's just Wayfair products.
So just Wayfair exclusively?
Yeah, so the way it seems to be working is that you have to be a furniture exclusive company, so you can't sell other things. It's not like Alibaba or eBay,
Mhm.
right? But it seems like there's a lot of different manufacturers that sell pretty much identical items.
So it is like Amazon, but instead
Yeah.
of just everything, it's just
Furniture.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So from what you're telling me, it's maybe one, probably more realistically, more accounts that are doing this kind of activity, right?
Exactly.
That's being reported on Wayfair.
Yeah.
And since they have a page that's set up on Amazon, which that's a whole nother situation. Like, how does Wayfair have their own page, but those manufacturers don't have their page on Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think they have their own page on Amazon. I feel like it's just different companies that are associated with Wayfair sell the same exact identical product with the same name, but on Amazon's platform.
If it were true, if they were actually selling children for sex trafficking through Wayfair, it might only be under Wayfair's knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Like other companies could be involved, but only Wayfair knows specifically about.
Or is Wayfair even aware that that's happening? Because like Amazon, maybe Wayfair is so big that they can't keep track of every single person that's on there, like with exquisite detail. Like they can't zoom in on every single person's account and know exactly what's happening on every one.
Yeah.
Is Wayfair like that big of a site?
Aren't they responsible for the descriptions and the pricing?
I would assume so.
Yeah. Now, this leads me to ask, where the hell is Wayfair located? Is it China?
I think it's in I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah, it's a really great question.
Yeah, look that up
Can you
really
look that up?
quickly. I don't think it's a Chinese company. I thought it was a U.S. based, if I'm not mistaken.
I think there was also like a kid's book, a children book that was going for like $20,000.
Good Lord.
You can't tell me that that's not sus.
Just saying. Yeah, what is that? An industrial grade children's book?
Yeah,
Is that one
seriously.
going to stand the test
Oh.
of time?
They're from Boston, dude.
Yeah, okay. U.S.
Of course,
based.
it's from fucking
Yeah.
Boston.
Boston.
Baston.
Boston.
Boston.
You, Sebastian. But yeah, people get creative with this, though. I'm not going to lie. There's some funny stuff.
Yeah, all the conspiracy theorists
Yeah.
are fucking whacking themselves off because of this.
Yeah. So like, someone asked a question. They said, why do people automatically assume that Wayfair is sex trafficking children instead of my own suspicion that the cabinets are made of human child bones? And then,
What?
And then this guy was
Jesus
just like,
Christ.
you're right. Just like my grandpa used to say, if you want a cabinet to last forever, it must be dense with young calcium.
What the?
Yeah, I don't know
What?
what the hell's wrong with people, but
Jesus.
there's always room to laugh, I guess.
God.
But they didn't. What's funny is that Wayfair denied everything.
Of
well,
course.
as they, as
they
they,
should.
yeah,
Right.
that's what makes sense.
Because if you're doing shady stuff, you're gonna obviously
If they
deny it.
denied everything, then why did they take down all of the the descriptions for their products and said
But
that they
wait,
were going
because
to
they
change
don't want
it?
people
so are
to
the
look into
products
it.
still up?
I don't know. See, no, I think they're in a position where it's just like whether they do something or don't, they're still in a shitty position. Like,
Yeah, because
There's
now
no-
your platform's associated with that,
Exactly.
whether or not it's true.
yeah, eyes are on you.
Exactly.
Mhm. And then people are bored at home right now, dude, and they're still just. that rabbit hole. It's rabbit hole
Well,
season.
also we got all that other stuff going on. Like, we had the whole Epstein stuff,
Yeah.
CSI Epstein, and later in this episode we're gonna dive into somebody else.
Somebody else will mention
Someone by the
soon.
name
but-
of- you'll get to it.
We'll
We'll get to it.
we'll leave that for later. But
Okay.
Here's another thing. So I'm neither left or right in terms of politics, but Donald Trump is speaking a lot about this child sex trafficking thing. He wants to go after whoever these bastards are.
What has he said?
He's posted a bunch of tweets, but this doesn't get covered by media outlets that are for the left.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who are more left-sided, they don't actually know that Donald Trump is speaking against this. So it's just very interesting.
what do you mean they don't know he's speaking against it?
Like, it's not covered by
Every
CNN.
tweet he makes is like national news.
Granted, yes, but at the same time, they're not covering his specific
Like remarks towards.
remarks against what's going
Okay.
on, that he wants to go for these bastards.
Okay.
I wonder why that is.
He has-
Like,
he has-
actually, like, do you guys have a
No,
thought as to why that
I
might
thought you were
be?
trying to make it obvious. Like,
it's to Donald Trump?
I was gonna say it was probably Biden. If you're saying they're not really commenting on it,
Fucking Biden, bro.
damn, dude.
This guy's smelling
This guy-
5-year-old hair.
smelling hair.
What a creepy fuck. I have to admit, he's so creepy.
Dude, what if I just started doing that to you guys? Like, just randomly. Hey, what up,
Just
G?
come up behind, take a nice little.
Not only that, didn't he grab her too?
I don't know about that.
Just start smelling
Dude,
her.
if he were to do that, I don't know how the hell anyone could let him just keep running.
I don't know. Well, what's weird now is like how everybody's okay with the idea that he's just gonna pass off the presidency to somebody else. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
They're like, he's a pawn in the bigger game, and I'm like, why didn't you just pick somebody that was worthy? I'm not saying Trump's worthy either, but it's like, come on, really?
Yeah.
Like, why is his VP going to be the whole thing? Like, everybody just put the VP, or who's supposed to be the VP, as the president. Like, why didn't you do that sooner?
True.
You didn't know who to pick at the time?
Dude,
Like,
some of those videos of him speaking are astonishing. He's not able to put a sentence together, legitimately.
And I can.
He just does not make sense.
Really?
A lot of the things he says just does not make
I
sense.
just don't want to watch him.
if you don't,
Understandably.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch him
if
either.
you don't vote Biden, you ain't black.
What? Wait.
you-
Oh yeah, he said
Yeah,
that.
did you not hear him say that?
Yeah. Was it an ad?
No, it was like
It was an interview.
It was an interview.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he just busted that out of nowhere, and the interviewer was like, "Whoa,
Oh,
like,
wait.
What did you
Black.
say?
yeah, exactly. Like, what did you just say?"
Yeah. You're still running? What?
That whole
Huh.
this whole election's weird.
Yeah. Well, it's getting weirder. And then freaking Kanye was like, you know what? I'm gonna bash in and just like run too.
But he can't. He missed
can't.
all the deadlines for paperwork and stuff.
He
so-
did, right?
Huh?
Didn't he? He did.
No, he didn't make the deadlines.
Oh.
Yeah, he missed all the deadlines to get all the.
Okay, so
the
why are people
paperwork.
like still? Okay.
Because
I
you
thought
could
it was-
write him
Bruh.
in as a there's an option for when you're voting for president that you could just write any name in. So like Harambe, I think actually got like a decent amount of votes.
Oh
one
my
year or
God,
some
you-
shit like that.
You're kidding.
No.
Here's the pillow I mentioned. It's a silk pillow, all
Oh my
right?
god. Let me look-
For
let me look at this.
$10,233.
At least it's
This
silk.
this looks like some shit you'd buy at Bed Bath and Beyond.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, what that thread count though?
That thread count. Isn't that sus?
It's very specific
It's
numbers.
fucking
too.
ridiculous.
Dude, there's somebody's name in the thing.
What does it say?
So it's the downright eater down? The downright eater down.
What the hell?
434 thread count, 29 ounce Eliasa silk.
What?
Now, unless Eliasa silk is a thing, if somebody can correct me on that, I'm going to double check that right now. Is Eliasa silk a very select region of China, and they spin it from spiders, and it's very luxurious?
Can you imagine if this actually is true?
I don't know.
That would be
That would
the
force
most
people.
insane play.
That would force people to sit down and reevaluate everything.
Yeah, because I've thought about this before. We've all heard of the dark web, and the
Mhm.
shit that goes on there. Now, this is dark web shit that is happening in normal web. If it's true.
If it's true.
So, I'm sorry, I'm on this website called thelinentree.com.
Yeah.
And there's the Eliasa Eater Down Comforter.
What do you think of that?
It's by Downright is the company, and it's $9,930 for the comforter.
So they're consistent with the pricing.
I guess, but does this website look super duper legit to you?
No.
It looks like a website you can make on fucking Shopify.
Not even. This is like
Yeah,
lower than
it's like-
Shopify standards.
Dude, the memes are too quick to come out too because you saw that EDP 445 meme, the one where he's like he has his glasses up, his Oakleys, and he's like he's just shocked, right? And then his like when you're cruising on Wayfair trying to buy a cabinet, and then
Oh my god.
and you find the one, but it has your name in it.
Get ready to be abducted, my friend. Fuck.
Dude, I don't want to be trafficked right now. Can you imagine? Yeah, but
If this is true, I wonder how many high-level people are involved with this.
yeah,
We already know Epstein, for example, is a piece of shit. And then, I mean, we might as well get into Ghislaine.
First we had CSI Epstein. Now CSI Ghislaine.
is it Ghislaine or Ghislaine?
I have no idea. It's probably Ghislaine.
Yeah, it's probably Ghislaine.
Let's
yeah.
be real.
And of course, she happened to test positive for COVID.
You trying to gizzle my lane? Drizzle some.
Isn't
gizzle
that
on my-
ironic? As soon as she steps foot within the judicial system, you test positive for COVID.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different way of killing someone.
I don't know if that's even true if she tested positive for COVID because she's still going to all the hearings and stuff like that and doesn't
Yeah.
look like she has a mask on in any of the court paintings.
Yeah. So yesterday we got news that she was given bail.
So yesterday we heard online that she was granted bail is what you originally said, and then we Googled it and luckily figured out that it wasn't true. And what actually happened was they were going to decide on her bail today, and the hearing finally happened, and the news came out. She was denied bail for the reason that she was deemed a security threat, or a flight threat, excuse me.
Oh damn.
A flight security threat.
Because she
So
might
she had
flee.
to-
Because she's so well connected in other countries. She has 3 different passports. She has, I think it was like 20 plus mil in the bank at her disposal,
Wow.
and she could just dip out anywhere, never be seen again by our court system.
Yeah, so she can easily disappear
Yeah.
if she.
And she's
Crazy, man.
she's the main figure in luring these young women in to help for Epstein.
According to stories and reports, she was typically the one that brought the girls to Epstein, presented them to him, and then they would usually get some like dinner or something, or the situation varied according to the documentary. And then he would offer these unbelievable things. Like for this one girl who was his massage therapist, and she was his massage therapist, and like he raped her for 3+ years. She had a little sister that wanted to go study abroad to be a translator
Mm-hmm.
for any company. She just wanted to be a really good Spanish translator.
Yeah.
And she went over there, and then Epstein's like, I'll pay for the whole thing. Like, it's all on me. Don't even worry about the expenses. All expenses paid. She goes over there for like 3 or 6 months, something like that. Epstein raped her, and then she came back home immediately. Once the older sister figured out, she was like, how could I let this happen? And then called her boss and was like, yeah, we're never speaking again. And he got very angry on the phone and was like, he's like, you won't go anywhere in this life if it wasn't for me. Like, I'm basically your alpha and omega, like in terms of success. And then he just hung up the phone.
He's a complete sociopath.
Never talked to her again.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a complete sociopath.
Yeah.
But Ghislaine,
She was in on everything. Pretty much.
allegedly,
Yeah.
she was in on everything.
There's a high probability that she's very
And-
guilty.
And something that I thought was rather interesting was that her lawyers said that her lawyer, Mark Cohen, told the judge that prosecutors had sought to portray her as ruthless, aimless, and a sinister person. She's not the monster that she's been portrayed by the media and the government.
We know Epstein is fucking guilty.
He's been arrested for it already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he's been arrested.
She is his right hand woman. Are you telling me she's not going to be doing some shade, or she's not guilty by default?
Yeah.
She's not going to be included in some criminal activities?
I mean, you may not want to believe it.
Or maybe not even she was involved, but witnessed for sure.
Yeah. and
which
just
you
let it
also
slide.
become
Yeah.
guilty for.
Yeah, of course. Because you let it slide. Just like any other rape case. Like, so a lot of people have witnessed rapes happening, right? Like within a household.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that person speaks out after years, the one that's, the victim, and then they find out, like, for example, a family member already knew about it and didn't do anything about it,
Ouch.
then now they're in the picture. And they're getting jail time.
But of course, this is an ever-evolving story.
Yeah.
So we are only in the beginning parts of it. Probably like 10% of the way in.
Yeah, we're very early in this story.
Mm.
So of course, all
For
of this
sure.
is speculation.
Yeah.
We can't jump to assumptions, but
Very true.
I think that bitch is guilty.
100%, dude. And I feel like if Epstein can manipulate all of these people, dude, he can totally have like fucking his Robin
Oh, of course.
for sure.
Of course.
I would imagine so, right?
Yeah, his freaking sidekick right there, next to him, knows everything, and whether or not you physically did anything, it doesn't matter. The fact that you are helping in any sort of way,
Guilt by default.
Well,
guilt by
here's
default. Yeah.
here's where I run into some problems, right? So Ghislaine
Mm-hmm.
has been seen with Jeffrey Epstein in public for 20 plus years.
Is it Ghislaine or Ghislaine?
I
I think it's Ghislaine, dude.
we'll just say Ghislaine from
Yeah.
now on.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Just because
Ghislaine
I
was funnier, but okay.
don't want to mess it up.
Ghisley
you know?
Bear. Anyway.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
She's been seen in public with him frequently for 20 plus years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Epstein got arrested for child sex trafficking and some other charges, and I believe it was the 90s
Mm-hmm.
or the early 2000s, and nothing happened to her. He served his time in jail, which was barely even like jail, if you
Yeah.
could consider it that. And like he was allowed to leave and like come back, and it was weird. Anyways,
Yeah.
then push forward to 2019, he gets arrested again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole suicide thing happens. Autopsy pictures get released by, I forget which company released them, but the dude who did the not the first examination or the first autopsy, but somebody did a second autopsy, and he was on some MTV show or HBO series where he was like their chief
Mm-hmm.
medical coroner examiner. And when he examined the body, he found that on Jeffrey Epstein's neck, that the lines on his neck that would have caused the suicide didn't match up to the jumpsuits that were in the picture that he would have allegedly hung himself from.
Yeah.
Secondly, he had 8 jumpsuits in his cell, and allegedly they were from the prisoner before, and they never came to pick him up. And he had a belt, and he had a ballpoint pen, and he had so many other things that like would have been more, I hate to use the word, but like would have gotten the job done quicker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had to do this really weird jumpsuit method. Then when you looked at the bruising again, the rope was too thin. Didn't look like the jumpsuits that they had.
Yeah.
And it was too low, realistically, for the angle he would have been hanging at. And on top of that, the normal fractures that would occur in your jaw from a hanging and the tension on your neck weren't really there. They all led to signs of a murder, as if you got choked out from behind with more of a wire.
Isn't it interesting how you have the whole Epstein thing, you have COVID, you have Wayfair. None of these things line up. The facts do not line up for the most part.
What do you mean?
Like just you have an intuitive feeling that there's something shady going on.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it's
Well, doesn't that mean the
fascinating.
facts do line up and then people aren't like choosing to look at them in a specific
well, what facts
way?
are you talking about though?
What I'm talking about right now.
I'm just saying something shady is going on.
Yeah.
It just doesn't add up.
Well,
Oh, and I'm
You're-
not done, by the way.
You're not done?
I was almost done.
He has more.
I'm sorry. I was almost done.
okay.
So he goes down. Jeffrey Epstein kills himself, allegedly. And now I imagine Ghislaine was feeling, I hate to put it this way, but was probably feeling relatively safe. I would imagine so, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chose to stay in the country to lay low, not raise any suspicions. Then all of a sudden she gets, taken into custody
Mhm.
for these hearings. Now she wants out. Because now she knows the second she leaves U.S. soil,
They can't touch her.
Yep.
They cannot touch her.
Wow.
why does she want to get out so bad
Yeah.
right now?
So she
now
had
that she's been
to. She had
caught?
to surrender her passports, pretty much.
Oh yeah, her passports are gone. She's a flight risk. Everything is taken from her.
Aha.
And denied bail.
Crack
And
open
denied
a
bail.
can of aha, please.
I'm so glad she got denied bail.
Yeah, man.
I wonder what's going on with the Hillary ones. The Hillary hearings. I haven't even looked into those.
Hillary hearings? What?
She finally got called in for all of the emails.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole bro, that's
It's
a
a whole
whole
fucking rabbit
episode.
hole.
That's a whole episode.
Yeah. Dude, I'm down to cover that.
Oh, if you want to get even crazier,
Yeah.
Trump, I think, now officially has to hand over his tax returns.
Aha.
Yeah, which
GG,
is I know, right?
GG.
I wonder if they're gonna catch him for some shady shit, low key. Because I think one of the main things that they might get him for is writing off paying what was the porn star's name again? That he had that whole battle with, and she said he had like a little dick or like a
I
toad
forgot.
dick or whatever.
Damn it. It's in like
Stormy
4
Daniels.
songs. Oh,
Stormy Daniels?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Like one of the big theories is that potentially he could have used company funds in order to pay off Stormy Daniels as like a business expense, which is super illegal.
Yeah.
And there's some other
What?
shady shit that's
If
going
you're-
on. It's
if
all
you're-
theories.
Yeah.
All theories.
I mean, if you're a billionaire, there's likely going to be some pushing of the boundaries there financially and legally.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we already know. We talked about this yesterday. Finance companies.
Or just financing in general
there's
is weird.
loopholes.
Corruption
There's
is
a lot of
built
legal
into the
things that you
current
can do.
system that we have.
Yeah.
It just is.
So you got to ride the wave and just find the little holes to kind of just go through. And
Finance is a weird topic.
Mhm.
I don't want to get into it. It's
I know.
Too many numbers. Too
It's
many.
too nerdy.
specifics.
yeah, it's too nerdy.
Too nerdy.
No, it's not too
Get
nerdy.
the hell out of here, bro.
But I want to segue though. Interesting question.
Okay,
Oh,
That
Okay.
might get your brains running a little bit.
let's hear it.
Do you guys think that women are hornier than men?
by default.
Just in general. Just in general. I know where I stand on this.
I would say it's probably the same.
I would say it edges on the side of women.
Or more.
Yeah, more horny.
Well,
I'd probably.
here's the thing.
I would agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, it probably edges more towards. But
Because
where-
women are more emotional.
But
They
what was he gonna say?
I'm saying that we are this age now. So this is based off our perspective from our age.
yeah,
And
only
also
speaking
we're
on this
on-
age.
Also, we're only men.
Yes,
Yes.
we are
We're
only men. Of
just
course, we need
dudes.
both parties
Yeah.
to know. But I won't lie to you. It seems like it's leaning more on women the older I get.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I think women are hornier than men because, first of all, a lot of men suppress their emotions.
Yeah, I was gonna just say that they know how to handle they know how to sit with themselves and handle the emotion, let it out,
Yeah.
way more than us.
Both men and women are very horny.
Yeah.
We can agree on
Of
that. That's a
course.
fact.
Of course.
Everybody is horny.
Everybody.
Oh.
But I'm convinced that women are they just edge it out because they're more emotional, they're more in touch with their feelings. They're more
in tune.
able to let loose.
They're more in tune with that. for
yeah,
sure.
and once they get a little taste of that orgasm, so to speak,
Yeah.
it's game over.
Game over.
Wow. Didn't think we were going there.
Damn,
I'm going
I-
everywhere, baby.
Yeah. I've been everywhere, man. Anyway.
Would you
Be-
agree, Mos?
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. In fact,
Okay,
not
good.
probably. I think I would agree with you.
Smart man.
Yeah. Now I don't think we mean this in any bad way.
Fuck
No,
no.
that's not a negative
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
If you
It's
take
just-
this as a
just
negative thing,
it's just a question.
You're
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
smart thinker.
What?
Oh, damn.
Straight up.
God.
All right.
Just
It is
lay out the law.
You're not a nuanced thinker.
it-
Straight up.
It
It
is.
is what it is. What were you gonna bring up?
I was gonna bring up something. Oh wait.
I think so.
It sounded like you had a thought formula.
Yeah, I was trying to say it is what it is. That's pretty much it. It
It's my only
took a while.
philosophical thought of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
It
you know,
is what it is.
By the way, they call me modern day Aristotle.
Really?
Just because of my crazy thoughts. dude.
The way you say Aristotle's very funny. He says Aristotle.
dude. Yeah, dude, I'm very Huntington Beachian, you know.
Huntington Beachian.
H-Beanian.
Oh God, that reminds me of
What?
a game we play. I'm not gonna mention it. I'm not gonna fucking mention it.
No, that reminded me of sorry, the way you said that reminded me of there's this Wheel of Fortune episode where it was like college student editions, and this guy like he had the whole thing spelled out on the board, so like maximum points, he knew what to do, and it was like the Greek myth Achilles. And he's like, I'd like to solve the puzzle, and then he's like, yeah, sure, go for it. And the guy's like, the Greek myth Achilles.
Achilles? Are you kidding me, dude?
I swear to God. Dude, he lost out on multiple thousand because
Fucking peak IQ.
and they didn't even give it to him. He literally spelled out the whole word. They didn't give it to him.
No, you don't deserve to get that
It
if
was
you,
so
if you
messed
pronounce
up.
it incorrectly. Jesus.
So messed up.
Wow. Achilles.
Achilles.
Were you eating Achilles?
Achilles.
It's like saying Zeus is Zeus or some shit.
Dude.
Aziz.
God.
Oh my God. What is it? Zaid reminds me of someone.
Who does he remind
A
you?
lot of people
I don't know.
say
feel
that I
like
remind them of a lot of other people.
He's the kind of guy.
Is he though?
You son
What kind of
bitch.
guy is he?
For those who don't know, I've been roasted for the past hour and a half to 2 hours. How about you throw some out there just to give the audience a
This
little
is
bit of
the
an
new
idea?
roast session that we got. It's called blank looks like the kind of guy that, or better yet, let's just call it the kind of guy.
The kind of guy.
That's the roast session name.
Okay. I'm trying to think of one that's funny.
I will not dish out any to you. I just want to take some. I'll sit here and listen to what you guys have to come up with.
Zaid's the kind of guy to turn off the lights before opening the door.
Okay. See if we can get better.
He plays risky.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I see how it is.
Yeah.
Who should I wait? Who should I go after?
Go after anyone.
Go after both of us, bro.
Saeed looks like the kind of guy that wants to be a French Adidas model, but hasn't quite made it yet. Oui, oui.
We on the track.
You do look very French. I don't
Do
know
I?
why. Yeah. I think it's the stash and facial hair.
It's probably that, and the fact that I eat a croissant a day. A croissant a day.
Well, basically, you
Keeps
don't
the
even
hose
need
away.
a passport. You're about as French as they come.
Yeah.
Bought me some of them Comme des Garçons and a
I'm
nice little
Southern French
baguette.
guy.
What do you have for me, baby?
Oh, baby.
Jeez. All right.
We're getting frisky.
Ooh. Well, you know how the stew vibes are.
Stuva. Oh, by the way, let us know how you like this setup. Of course, we've renovated a little bit here. We have some new, what do you call these, canvases?
Yeah.
Canvas prints.
Prints.
Available for sale online at no. I'm kidding.
That'd
be pretty sick.
dude.
That'd
These
be
are
maybe.
exclusive to the stew.
I'd
To
wanna
the
do
stew.
I'd almost want to do a poster. I wouldn't want to do a canvas.
Oh yeah, I'm down to do posters for sure.
That would be rad.
Yeah.
Some nice little
People
posters.
like posters.
Yeah. Don't forget, you guys can always reach out to us at any fucking time, even right now. Oh, what do we do? We have a question? No, I'm kidding. But, you could do that.
We have a
would.
question
That'd be
from
nice.
Yeah.
Ghislaine.
How'd you know?
Son of a bitch is hearing us.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Zayd looks like the kind of guy that channels his sixth chakra with the beads on his wrist.
I have lapis lazuli here and the earth stone here. And I do channel my sixth chakra.
Did you buy those or did I make one of them?
I was given
long time
these
ago?
specific ones as a gift.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Very nice.
I know, they're
Damn.
gorgeous. I wear them every day.
Logan's the kind of guy to close the hips with close the hips.
Close the hips.
Close the fridge with his hips. For sure, dude.
I do, because my hands are too full of food, man.
No, you're
Yeah,
just
'cause
very
you're a
feminine.
Gains.
You're a damn fat ass, dude.
Okay, tying into are women hornier than men?
Wait.
Public sex.
What? Dude, where's your mind
Yeah,
at?
what
Where
the
These are just
are
things
you?
I've written down.
Listen, bro.
Dude, Saeed and I are on Earth. You're on Mars right now. All right, let's.
Well, this is the 2 a.m. podcast,
I'm
baby.
thinking along the lines of like, what if stars explode? And then this guy is like,
What if
public
stars
sex.
explode?
Saeed's thinking about deep questions, and Zayd's just like, you ever?
If you guys are open enough, we don't have to discuss this. If you guys are open enough, what's your craziest?
Just ask the. Well, I don't want to discuss it.
Yeah, I really
Fine,
don't.
pussy.
Well, do you have a story then that
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
dying to tell?
If nobody's going to discuss this, I'm not going to
No,
discuss it.
let us
Fuck it.
in. Now that you're backing away from it, it was your idea. Did you have a radical story? You
I don't
wanted
have
to
radical
Do you have a
stories.
preference?
My public sex is pretty vanilla.
Vanilla.
My experience.
So it has happened.
Of course it has.
I mean,
It sounded like you were itching to get that story out there, though.
Wow, I'm curious to see
I've
what
witnessed
stories
it.
you guys have.
I've witnessed it a lot at the beach.
You've
I've
witnessed
seen,
me
that's
having
a better,
sex in
That's
public?
a better question. Have you seen any nefarious?
What have you witnessed?
I've seen some shit at the beach too.
Let me see.
That's what-
Tell us.
For example, there's kids running around. There's people under.
Are you talking about that Instagram video?
No. I'm
Oh.
not, no. They're under the not the bridge, the pier.
Yeah.
Right. And then under the pier, obviously it's sunny outside, so it's midday. And there's just shadow under there. So they're wearing sunglasses. I assume they think that just because it's dark on their end, meaning that no
It's
one can
dark
see
for
them.
everyone else.
Exactly, dude. So, yeah, I noticed that they're sitting weird, and I'm like, what the hell is going on, huh? You
A
know?
bit sus.
So I'm like walking there, and I'm carrying a thing of wood for the bonfire.
Mhm.
So I'm just walking. I'm a fair distance away, but then at the same time, I'm like, what the hell's going on, dude? And then one of them just gets up, looks at me, and then they just tumble over. So you can kind of figure what was going on.
Oh my god.
I've
But
got.
then the fact that there were kids running around was just kind of like, dude, what the like? It's midday. Like I don't.
There's a
I don't
difference
really
between-
agree with that.
There's a difference between private public sex, even though that sounds like an oxymoron,
Yeah,
and just blatantly reckless public sex.
yeah. And this was like a family beach,
Well, I mean,
and you
like,
guys know exactly what beach I'm talking
But honestly, some people get off to that. Some
which one are you
people-
thinking of?
about. HB.
That's exactly
Of
the one
course
I was
it's at
gonna tell a
HB,
story
bro.
about HB.
You think this shit happens at Laguna Beach?
Yeah, there's
like,
no way. Well, actually, it does, but it's in private, public.
People
a
are
publicly
smarter about
private.
it.
Yes.
No, if you go to certain beaches in Laguna, you'll definitely see some stuff.
Yeah.
But Huntington just attracts, the creme de la creme of morons.
Of dirty.
No, dude, no. But I once was this was a long time ago. Keep in mind, we're at the beach, and I saw this dude who was just like posted up in the sand with his blanket or like his towel over him.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird approach at the beach.
Mhm.
But I'm like, maybe he's sunburnt, whatever. And then I looked immediately to my right, like maybe 1 degree to the right and down, and saw that his chick was on her stomach, just like laying out. But her head and arms went under the towel. Dude, they had
I wonder what
their
they're
kids.
doing.
They had their kids running up to them, sitting in chairs next to them, like as close as me to Zayd, and like
What is up
Other
with
kids-
parents
Yeah,
with their
dude.
kids?
I don't
let
know,
me
man.
finish. This gets so good by the end.
Wait. Did you hear that? Let me finish. Anyway, towards the end. No, I'm kidding. Go.
No, so finally, there's no real movement. Like her body's pretty still and his isn't moving at all, and there's nothing happening under the blanket. So I'm like, all right, she's just taking a weird ass nap.
Just a fucking
Taking-
weird
taking
ass.
an uncomfortable ass nap.
just a really moist nap.
And then at one point,
Oh.
the dad
Jesus.
told all the kids like, "Hey, go play in the ocean," and the kids did. The next thing you know, wife comes out, just sits upright on the sand. You see him put his arms under his towel, shimmies a little
Yeah.
bit, like you could see his shoulders wiggle. Then he proceeds to lift the towel up off of him, and it was some of the weirdest, smartest shit I'd ever seen. What they did was they dug a trench down into the sand. And then they gave her enough room. They created another channel. So like, right, there's the big tub right here where he's lying in.
Yeah.
Then they created a little outlet so that her body could fit through it. And it looked like her body was just
Damn.
lying on the sand. So homegirl was given some little something
Yeah.
underneath, and no one had any idea.
Wow. It was just it looked like she was taking a weird nap.
It looked
That's
like homeboy was just posted up on the beach, and his girlfriend was just lying down like,
Yeah, staying away from the sun.
yeah.
We're talking about a blowjob, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No penetration.
No.
Jesus fucking
Good old
Christ, bro.
BLJ.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then what was even worse, the part that really grossed me out was when they were setting up to leave, they just kicked sand over the hole.
Oh,
See, that's not cool.
Yeah, think about that the next time you're
it's
at
not
the
cool.
Yeah,
Some
dude.
little kid is gonna bury
Dig.
themselves under that
Oh,
Someone's digging that up.
Yeah.
and then find themselves drenched in semen. Like,
Daddy, what's this crusty ass sand? It's
Daddy?
HB, baby. It's fine.
It's only found in this region.
it's only
It's
found
region
in this-
exclusive.
Oh man.
It's a different kind of sedimentary rock that hasn't fully chipped away yet.
Oh.
Jesus.
So gross.
I don't know what drives people to want to do that. Just wait. Wait
Yeah.
till you get home.
Man, yeah. There's no way. There's no way. I would
Yeah,
do that.
contain yourselves. Please, for the love of God.
Yeah. Now, what were these people? Do you guys remember? Because I know mine.
What?
Ethnically,
Ethnically.
Does it matter?
I think
No,
we
I just want to know if it lines up with a certain crowd.
Jesus. Saeed's racially profiling.
No, I'm
on 2
not,
a.m.
dude.
No, if it's
Everyone
region-
said, I want to see if it lines up with a certain kind of
Are we
crowd."
talking about
Yeah.
Caucasian individuals?
No.
Caucasian individuals.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. No, that was not my experience.
Okay. See?
Listen,
cleared
this has
that.
nothing to do with race.
Dude.
If two people are horny enough, they're going to get it on wherever they want. This is a fact. This is a philosophical
I
fact.
think Zayd's horny. If I had to guess, he's been
Hold on.
talking about it a lot.
God forbid I feel the desires of a human being.
I know, but
I don't give a shit, bro. I'll talk about anything.
talked about it for like
God.
I'm an open book.
talked about how horny you are for about 25 minutes now. I think everybody's ready to move on. Is my point.
Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable.
Oh,
Just
stop being
just
pussies.
a smidge.
But yeah. What else has been new?
Do we have any funny stories, daily activities?
Daily activities.
Oh, you know what? This isn't like a funny story, maybe, but do you guys have any crazy recent road ragey kind of incidents that have happened with people on the freeways since like traffic has gone back to
Oh
normal?
yeah, and it did not involve me.
Oh, you saw it happening?
I saw it happening. So I was driving down our street here by the stew, and I was going to Chick-fil-A because I was craving a spicy deluxe, right?
You know
Pepper
how
jack.
it is.
Extra ranch,
Ugh.
no pickles. No, just continue.
God.
Anyway, so I'm driving there.
No cheese.
I see this fat ass wide-bodied fucking F-150, right?
Wide body?
Yeah. It just had like fucking quadruple tires
The
in the back and shit.
extended.
You know what I'm talking
Did it
about?
have like giant fender flares on it too?
It had
Or,
like an extension and like a bolted on like side. I don't know what the hell they're called.
oh, like a
But it was like,
they extended
dual
the wheels.
tires on both.
It
Yeah.
extended the wheels out.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it was hauling ass, dude. Just going down. And we're on a major street. And then there's this motorcycle that comes up on my left.
Oh no.
I'm in the very far right lane. And the truck is in front of me on the far right lane. So then this truck, out of nowhere, dude, just starts to screech and brakes. And then goes left. And the bike passes me.
Oh no.
And he's about to hit the bike, and the bike literally just slows down as he maneuvers left, goes around him, goes back, slows even slower, and just flips him the hell off
Yeah, you almost
for
killed
like
that
15
guy.
minutes.
Is he on the
Right.
far left shoulder? Or no, far left lane?
No, he's on the middle lane, so left, but like not the far. He's just middle. So
Yeah.
there's 3 lanes.
Okay.
Middle lane is the motorcycle. Far right is me in the truck. So anyway, what pissed me off was the fact that there was nothing happening in that lane for him to just screech and go to the left lane.
Yeah, and especially like if you're behind a motor. I get if you want to merge over to the left, but
Yeah.
like be cognizant of it. Don't
Merge
get-
like this. Don't merge like this.
Yeah, and also don't haul ass up to a motorcycle. Like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
motorcycle.
And plus, drive your truck like it's a fucking truck.
Yeah.
Don't drive it like it's a fucking FRS, dude.
like an F1.
Yeah.
You know? Dude's Street Raptors
Yeah.
like it's a
Just
like it's an M3.
oh my god, bro.
That's the thing with motorcycles. Like, I would love to own one and ride one, but the risk to reward ratio is just.
Especially in California.
Oh my god,
yeah.
dude.
Like
overpopulated
almost-
and just constant road 24/7.
I'm sure you know people who have fallen off their bikes and
Bro, I know
almost
people
gotten
that
killed.
have died from their like.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know someone personally who almost died.
I know multiple people that
Yeah.
should have, but almost died.
Oh,
Well, I say should have because it was like the circumstances were
we're,
so
like,
crazy.
yeah,
The fact that the fact that what did happen
It's a
wasn't
miracle.
even that severe is unreal.
yeah.
Now, the only exception, I would never take a bike on the freeway or in public. If I have like an open strip of road, just to test it out and see what the feeling is like at top speed, I'm all for that.
Well, that's the reason why we moved to a different state because we just
Exactly.
have miles of
Yeah.
not roads that aren't filled.
I'm looking
That
at
you can't just-
Utah and Colorado, baby.
Yeah.
Those two places are.
Utah.
Utah.
Oh, also, we're going on a little trip.
And our favorite rocket ship, the Subaru Outback.
Yes, sir. You're going on a plane then.
Yeah, I'm flying.
Yeah,
dude.
you're
How much was
flying.
the plane ticket?
You guys will never
This
guess.
is the funniest
This
thing.
fucking. You
I
can
love
spend
this.
more at
Hold on,
Chick-fil-A.
Hold on. Let
Oh
me
wait,
give them-
wait.
I'm gonna give them a moment to think about and guess how much I got it for.
It's like Dora.
Yeah, ready? Doom, 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 doom.
How much was it, Saeed?
It was $37.25
Round trip.
round trip.
A flight
baby.
from here to Denver.
Yep,
LAX
California
to Denver Airport.
Dude,
Denver International.
I was like, this is unreal, and I have a carry-on for free.
On Spirit Airways.
And we even told you that you can give us the carry-on, so you can just fly solo.
That's so true. But at
Just
the same
fly
time,
without
it's just a
anything.
backpack that's under my legs for the
Yeah.
next hour and a half.
Yeah.
So-
And you
I'll
can
be
put
chilling.
like, your laptop and shit in there.
yeah.
Is this your first time to Denver?
Yes.
You've been there?
Once, but not for very long.
Yeah, so it'll be exciting to see what comes of that. We're gonna do some exploring.
Actually, sorry. I never even was like in Denver. I landed at their airport, which I don't think it's even considered to be in Denver. And then I drove on like the outskirts far away of Denver to go to a different city in Colorado.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Roger.
We have clearance, Clarence. What's your vector, Victor?
Shout out to the movie Airplane. Shout out to the movie Airplane.
Oh, by
What
the
a
way,
ridiculous movie.
if you guys have never seen the movie Airplane, there's a sequel, right, as well.
I think
There's a
the
sequel?
second
Airplane 1
The
and
second
Airplane
one
2.
wasn't as funny though.
Yeah, but Airplane 1, it is the silliest, like truest form of comedy in movie form I've ever seen in my life. And it's just so stupid, but somehow you find yourself laughing.
Just dumb slapstick.
Yeah.
Good, just witty, on demand.
Exactly.
what was the
joke.
part where he said Mayo Clinic? There's just fucking
Oh yeah, and then
cabinets of
oh, yeah.
mayonnaise.
He's like, call the Mayo Clinic. And he's like, bring, hello, this is the Mayo Clinic. And then it's just like, you see in the background, it's just a bunch of mayo
Mayo.
jars.
You know, that movie is very refreshing because it's comedy done right.
Yeah.
It's silly comedy done right.
Yeah, it's the classic way of just doing comedy. Like, it's just, it's kind of family friendly, right? So it can be kind of raunchy according to a family situation, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, what's
And
the
I
difference between like old movies like
I
that that
wouldn't
did
even
comedy? What?
I wouldn't say it's like family friendly.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but
family
in a way, like if my kid were to come while I was watching it and just come through and be like, "What are you watching, Dad?" I'll just be like, "Oh," like I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't turn it off or anything.
And my kid was like 12 or like 10 to 12 maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
Listen, the
kids are
worst thing
watching
you're gonna
wild
see is a pair of tits.
yeah, but here's what I'm saying.
usually.
If I was watching like an insane ass episode of South Park, I'd turn that shit off.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so
South
that's
Park's
what I mean by
hardcore.
family.
Yeah,
friendly.
and if it's on TV, the odds that they're gonna skip over that part are so high, anyways.
Yeah, because who are we kidding? Family friendly means Shrek.
Oh, let's cover the nipple. That'll make a difference.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
stupid.
shut up, Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad.
Zayd's the kind of guy.
Go on.
Zayd's the kind of guy that looks like he gets his style tips from Lord Farquaad.
Oh man.
Oh, I love these. They're just so random.
Oh,
I love these.
dude, Logan's the kind of guy to put milk first, then cereal. For sure.
No, that drives me insane when people do that because it's like it's just you're putting in so much more effort to get all of the cereal coated with milk, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna put the milk down, then the cereal goes in. The cereal's gonna have some like resistance, so you got to mix it around with the spoon.
Yeah.
Why don't you just put the cereal in?
And then put the
Right?
milk.
No, hear me out. This is serious, okay? Some people don't know, all right? I'm trying to hook them up to the game.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk about something
You
similar.
You put the cereal in the bowl, right? Milk, drizzle it around the top. And here's the real secret. Don't put that much fucking milk.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if you take like 4 or 5 scoops till you hit the milk. That
Just
way,
fucking-
it doesn't all get soggy.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of making a Caesar salad, but putting the dressing at the bottom and then putting the salad on top.
Oh yeah. Oh.
What the fuck is the point of that?
Well, then what you do is you just put a lid on top and you shake the shit out of
Yeah.
it.
I get
You're
it.
not doing
you
that with
toss
milk.
the salad. I get
Yeah.
it.
You're not tossing.
It would be
cereal
more
and
effective
milk.
to just drizzle that bitch on there, you know?
Oh, have you ever tossed a salad?
Now, there is an exception. When I was younger, I used to put a fuck ton of milk for specific kinds of cereal,
I remember when I was
like Lucky
dumb.
Charms or Cocoa Puffs.
I remember when I was young and dumb, when you like filled it up the bowl to the brim with cereal, then to the brim with milk,
Oh yeah.
and then basically you drank like a quart of milk at the end of it.
Dude,
Calcium, bro.
I kid you not. Since I have an obsessive personality, when I was younger, I've had times where I've gone through 3 boxes of cereal a day.
Jesus,
This was in Jordan, bro. When I was
God,
granted,
Hey,
I was
granted-
moving constantly.
Yeah,
I was playing like
also-
6 soccer
also-
games
Their cereal boxes are very tiny.
in Jordan.
Compared to here.
A bit tinier, yeah, I think so. From what I remember.
in France,
There's more
they
room
were-
for air.
In France, they were smaller for sure.
Yeah. Don't you hate that, dude? When you buy chips, and then it's just like, oh yeah, this shit's filled to the brim, and then you pop it open, and
Just
then
one fucking chip in there.
yeah, dude.
No, that's a marketing scheme.
There's a
'Cause-
zip line of chips.
Because
That's
here's
it.
the deal: when I was in France, right? Because I talk about France all the time because it's my only experience in Europe.
Oui, oui.
But when I was in France, it was like the chip bags were actually full.
Wow.
It wasn't like they were just filled with 60% or 60% chip, 40% air, right?
Yeah.
It felt like a much closer, like 90% chip, 10% air ratio.
Yeah.
Which, if I got smaller packaging and the same amount of chips, I would actually recommend that.
Yeah.
Because 1, it would probably be better for the environment. 2, it's easier on shipping. And 3, it's just better for cabinet storage. It's smaller, it doesn't take up as much room. I don't need a big ass walk-in to store all my goddamn cereal.
Imagine
Or my
going.
Lay's.
Yeah. Well, Whole Foods has a problem with
Hmm.
chips. They fill it up with 70% air and 30% chips.
Oh, especially the specialty, quote unquote, healthy
yeah,
chips.
dude, the
Nah.
non-GMO, pasture-raised chips.
Just honestly, just sell the tiny bags. I feel like we need to change consumer mindsets.
Yeah.
Because like if you get a bag that's loaded, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is a treasure,
Yeah.
right? Rather
It's a
than
psychological thing.
we've grown used to the disappointment of minimal chip
Yeah.
to air ratio.
It's like, why do you need forearm to grab a chip now? If you're just gonna fill it up that way anyway, you know what I mean?
Isn't it
Just
funny
keep
how
it
like,
keep it cool.
They've done
Cool.
studies
Two
on that
fingers.
actually, where they have 2 separate meals.
Yeah.
One bigger plate, smaller portion of food. One smaller plate, same portion of food.
Just looks bigger. Yeah.
People say they're more full with the smaller plate, normal portion of food, because it's mainly a psychological thing.
wouldn't it
That's
be
true.
the other way around? Because it feels like you're eating more.
No, it has to do with the size of the plate.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
talking about. Because it gives you the contrast.
Mm.
I thought it was the idea of that the food took up more surface area of the plate. People would assume that it was a larger meal.
I guess.
I don't know. I didn't read the study. You did.
Imagine walking the aisle in France for the cereal. You just see mini baguettes.
They had those.
Yeah, of course they had those.
Well, yeah, they were like, I mean, it was just like a normal. They were about yay long,
Yeah.
and they were like super. You know, it was like I say processed, but their version of processed is so different from ours. Like ours is like, how many chemicals can we put in it where we won't kill somebody and it's still technically classified as a food?
Yeah.
Like that's how the U.S. or at least like our food corporations look at things.
Wait, I got a good one.
Go ahead. Wait, one thing quick. Do you have my magic spoon in your car?
No, I don't. It's at my house.
Magic spoon's a good cereal, by the way. If you get the right flavors.
Okay.
Healthy.
Ready?
Proteins.
Logan's the kind of guy where his first instinct is to piss on you when you get bitten by any insect.
What?
Yeah, because he read it somewhere.
What?
You do know the most random shit. Like you told me about where the Caesar salad came from.
That was well. I told you. I told you
do-
where.
You do know random shit.
No, dude, I was watching Good Mythical Morning like a while ago, and that was like because I like Caesar salad. That's
Yeah.
it stuck with me.
We were guessing
true.
Spain or Italy.
And by the way, where's the best Caesar salad?
I swear to God, if you say Olive Garden.
What the?
no,
hell outta here, bro.
Homeboy's gonna say The Habit,
Yeah.
but I made
The
one of those-
Habit?
I made one of those actually pretty zesty the other day.
His
Well,
stuff
yeah,
is
I
pretty
know.
zesty.
But like, I'm talking about a local place that you can get anywhere in any city at any time. What's the best one?
The Habits ain't bad.
It ain't bad at all.
No, it ain't. It ain't that bad. You get some of that grilled chicken on top of there.
Seared with some buttery goodness too.
Mm.
Zesty.
I don't know. I'm indifferent to Caesar salad.
You just don't like salad, dude. You hate greens.
Because it's lettuce. It's the most nutritionally worthless vegetable on the planet.
There's different types of lettuce than just iceberg that are nutrient
Sure,
dense,
but
packed
you're
with
still
iron.
talking about it depends on the quality of the soil. Most soil in the U.S. is crap.
I would actually agree. You're not wrong in saying that, but at the same time, it's like it's not necessarily about the nutrients as much as it is about the fiber.
But fiber's overrated, in my opinion.
Well, you probably don't have good shits then, and I'm
I
sorry.
have phenomenal shits.
I don't believe you.
My shit hygiene is on point.
I don't know. I feel like
Zaid's the kind of guy.
Zaid's the kind of guy to analyze his shits and
Zaid's the kind of guy that only has protein shits. He's never had one that just falls straight out, feels good. Just saying, putting that one out there. Saeed's the kind of guy that doesn't know how to roast people.
That's true. No, I'm just trying to roast.
You see,
I'm not trying to roast Zaid because Zaid's easy. I'm trying to come up with something with you.
The reason why I don't throw these at you is because I can't think of any.
Fair enough.
My mind apparently just doesn't operate that way.
It's because you're a dumbass motherfucker.
Low IQ.
Zaid's the kind of guy to read a book and think he has a PhD in whatever it was about.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm more than willing to take it.
Oh man. But yeah, greens help you shit. So I don't mind greens.
Fuck lettuce.
I mean, yeah, fuck lettuce, but I still eat it.
Fuck lettuce. Fuck ranch.
Fuck you.
No,
Get out the
fuck
stew.
your taste
Get out of the
buds.
stew.
You just, if there was a pool of ranch available, you would dive into it.
Oh hell yeah, dude! What
Oh,
the hell
Just
is
for
wrong
the
with you, dude?
culture
Makes me
Bro.
fuck fish sticks.
I heard
Those
the
are
Colorado
disgusting.
River's all white
with ranch.
with ranch, dude.
It's the Ranch Valley.
That's the Hidden Valley.
Yeah,
It's in
dude.
Colorado.
You want to know more about
You
the
can
Hidden
see it
Valley?
from the top of
Why do I
Pikes
sound
Peak.
why did I sound like Bill Clinton there, talking about the fucking Hidden Valley?
He found a Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Come get this.
Yo, have you guys ever watched an actual scary movie? Like something that stuck with you?
Like the Lighthouse was the scariest movie I've seen in a
What?
while.
Lighthouse was
That was a
supposed to be
creepy
scary.
ass movie.
Yeah, it was eerie, kind of. The sounds.
I
Mainly.
haven't watched a scary movie that stuck with me. Like, I can't think of a scene that was genuinely...
Really.
Like
No.
Insidious,
For me-
Annabelle.
But I think the reason why is because, like, when I was younger, I looked at, like, serial killer documentaries and stuff like that, and hearing the shit they would talk about, it's kind of hard to think other stuff is scary when you go to what's real,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I have, like, a suspension of... I try to give as much, like, disbelief, or what is the suspension of disbelief, you know, when you go into a movie and you're like, oh, and stuff like that, but I can't really think of any that, like, genuinely frightened me.
For me, I would say Sinister is out #1 for sure. I don't know if you've
What's
ever
that
seen it.
about?
That's the one with, like, the
Tapes that the films
Yeah.
he finds.
And, like, the guy shows up in pictures and stuff
Yeah,
like that, right?
and then they figure out that there's a link between every house and every murder, and they all are insane to a certain degree. So they figured out it was by the same guy, and then that guy turns out to be like some paranormal demon.
It's all
thingy
this.
to
That's my
shoot.
problem with scary movies these days. It's all the same shit.
No, but this one isn't. It depends on how it's written, really.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know
how
what?
it wraps up.
I can think of something that was scary, and that it wasn't even supposed to be scary. It was supposed to be suspenseful, but it gave me more fear because it's a semi-realistic scenario
Yeah.
or something that could definitely happen in the future.
Texas Chainsaw Man.
And it was from Black Mirror, of all things. And it was the episode where the dude gets a text one day, and they're like, "We have a video of you." And
Dude,
that one
Which
fucked
one?
me
that
up.
one got my heart racing.
that one
Dude, I've
freaked
never
me out.
been anxious while watching a TV show for real, like sweating.
Yeah.
What was the video
Except
about?
for that.
Turns out this guy was, just doing his thing,
Yeah.
jacking. And
Masturbating?
somebody got a hold of his screen, like his video camera on his laptop, and recorded him doing that. And he got a text and was like, "You need to do this,
Yeah.
or we're dropping the video."
No, but here's the problem: is that he was noggling his knob to some kids. So
I
it
was gonna
underage.
get there.
Really?
I was gonna just jump to the end of the story.
Now,
Oh,
I would
there.
say, okay, if it's just him masturbating, okay, whatever.
What?
Bad, but still, like, it's not going to end you.
It's child porn.
No, I'm talking about if it was just him masturbating.
Oh,
some
yeah, that's-
basic ass.
Yeah, that's
like,
whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, it's embarrassing, but
But yeah,
Well,
children.
that was
that's
like
a
one of the
different
big twists at the end that I was trying to get to, because the whole time I was watching the episode, I was like, "What's the big deal? Like, it's gonna suck for a
Dude,
while."
that was
but
in that scene in the beginning.
what's up?
The texting scene
You
when
were
he was getting the text.
you were in it?
No, I wasn't in it.
Oh, I thought you said
But I'm
I
saying-
thought you said I was in the scene.
No,
I'm like,
dude, it was made clear that it was underage.
was it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I thought he was just super embarrassed about the.
yeah, because when I was watching him running and sweating his ass off and robbing whatever, doing all that stuff, I already knew. So I was like, dude, I was asking myself what I would do in this situation, but I would never be in that situation.
I don't remember them even mentioning that. That's why the twist at the end was so like, oh my god, when his mom called him and it's like, what the fuck?
Or
is
maybe
this?
that's something I predicted.
That motherfucker probably
Because
is.
I felt like there was no way that it was just about him. Like,
But they didn't say there. As far as I remember, there wasn't any reference to that activity.
He probably has Wayfair bookmarked as well. Just looking for
whoa,
some cabinets.
God damn.
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 Yeah, but that was a heart racing episode, dude.
Yeah, that one was rough. Especially when they got him at the end fighting that one dude to death with a hammer, and they're
Oh.
filming it with a drone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, what a great show, honestly.
Yeah, Black Mirror. I know that doesn't sound like a great thing, but just the way it's written out and the suspense and the drama and like how it plays out, great
Yeah.
show.
technically we can be called a show now since we have video.
That's true.
You're not wrong.
And I think that brings us to
Is that it?
the wrap. Is
The
that-
wrap of episode number
Yes.
43.
43.
We could be the grilled chicken to this wrap, right? And I am the ranch. I am the ranch.
I'm sure
Zayd
you'd
is-
want to
Zayd
be the
is the
ranch.
lettuce and I'm the tortilla.
Yes.
So where can you find us at, Saeed?
I don't know. Where can... No, I'm kidding. So you can find us on...
Where am
you-
I?
Yeah. You can
Who
find
are
us
you?
on YouTube at officially 2 a.m. and Anchor.fm, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Please leave a review, like, subscribe, and
5-star
Comment.
review. Not 4, not 3, not 2. 5.
why? I want 2. Just kidding.
Fuck
5,
you.
please. Aha! Just trying to piss you off.
But other than that, this has been Zayd.
This has been Logan.
This has been Saeed.
Thank you very much for joining us on another bountiful episode of the 2 a.m. podcast, and we will catch you next time. Later, everybody.
Adios.
Peace.